Hey, it's Bryan with DD214 Transport. Please like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notification. It is Wednesday night. We welcome you into the house. And tonight, let me just tell you guys something. But first and foremost, we want to thank our veterans and first responders for all they do and all they continue to do for this country. And here is our lease on and dispatch information, should you need that. 537.5 is the national average, guys. Now, tonight, I want to talk a minute here, real quick, about load securement. Okay. Load securement is what's coming up on this CVSA's. And what we've been getting this week is just a ton of Jenga loads. And I call them Jenga loads because I don't have a nice word to use other than Jenga. But it's where you have, most or a good load will have, symmetrical boxes going down the sides, and you get strap them all the same and you go down the road. Where a Jenga load like this, everything's different sizes, everything's different shaped, and you have to treat each piece individually. You can't just strap it all the same. Okay. Now, I purposely took these pictures right here because this is a load I ran. It only had 5 pieces on it. The whole load was 3,500 pounds. But it doesn't matter what the weight is. It matters how it's secured. So this is the whole load, and then I'm going to run down it with you. Okay. This is it from another angle. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So as you're looking at this load, you can see that everything is different sizes. You got a hoist up there that's tall. You've got this piece of rail that's actually 4 or 5 pieces of rail that's 41 feet long. Okay. So you have to set these things on the deck so they can be secured properly. Now you have this piece, which is a box of electrical components that's 12 feet long. You have this is just a little pallet of metal plate, and you have a little cardboard box of just components. Okay, the whole thing, 3,500 pounds. Now, I want you to look at how you have to go about this. All right, so the crate's pretty self-explanatory, okay? But because you have the rail running beside of it, you can't count those straps as anything helping that rail. All right? Now, you have a strap here. You can't count it either because it's helping this box. It's holding that front of that box down. So what you end up with is this one holding this box down. Now, if you look within the first 10 feet of this thing, I have a strap that's holding the rail and a belly strap. The next one is a belly strap that's holding the rail. Now, in the first 10 feet of this, you have to have 2 straps. Okay. And then a strap every 10 foot after. So as you can see here, with it going up so high, this one doesn't count as to holding that rail because it's really not even touching it. All right. It's definitely not touching that box. So again, you have to secure these things separately. As you can see, I'm pointing to the box now. I got ahead of myself. I'm sorry. All right. Now, right here, this is belly wrapped around this piece of steel, and it's not counting toward, even though it's laying on it, it's not really counting toward helping that box out. You can see here where I belly wrapped it, okay? Here, this one counts as holding down the metal. And you come to the back, and I've belly wrapped the back of it, okay? All right, so that's how the metal piece is dealt with, the rail. Because the rail's hanging off the back, it's got to have a flag. Now here, you can see, this is what's helping. You have a strap and a strap here that's holding the box, and a front strap that's holding the box. All right, guys, that's that for that. Let's talk about this other craziness. I hope that helped you out a little bit on load securement and understanding these Jenga loads. When you get these things, you have got to pay attention, and you've got to secure each piece of it separately. If you put just one strap that's actually dealing with, say, that wooden box there, if you only have one strap that could be considered as securement for that wooden box, it's not enough. The thing's 12 feet long. Okay. So understand that. All right. You know, we're coming at the end of the show. No more questions, comments, or concerns. If you need us, please reach out. We're here. I do answer the phone. Somebody called me today, said, I want to speak to that old man I watch on the YouTube station. The YouTube station, he called it. I said, yes, sir. So anyway, look, guys, if you don't do nothing else, love your family, okay? Because that's all you got. If you do me a favor, and if you enjoy this kind of stuff, throw me a thumbs up or something like that, because there's some kind of algorithm the thumbs up does something for. We appreciate it if you do that. But we're going to call tonight. If you need us, reach out. We'll do what we can to help you. This is Bryan with DD214 Transport. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notification, and we will talk to you next week. See you.